What is up, jabronis? JJ back here with JoeyWerk, talking a little MLB Sunday, July 3rd, right in front of a federal holiday. Things you love to see. Yesterday, Joey, as you know, not a good day for your boy. First, what I would consider really bad live show in over 2 months. So maybe some would argue it was coming, but either way, not my best showing. And yeah, we started a minute or two late here, waiting for Holden, and as you can see, he's still not here. Joe, what's your thoughts on Holden's purposeful tardiness and how many excuses he often has when he's tardy?
Yeah, I mean, he could be tardy. It's all right. Just, the show's running a little late. I'm sorry. Rather than throwing other guys at work at Run Pure under the bus, the last two weeks, there's a different person talks too much, quote unquote. That's why the show's running late. Just say, guys, I'm sorry. It wasn't. I didn't. Picks were on the show. I'm a little late, but it's okay.
It's a shame. Cue the tiny violin for our friend Kush. But you seemed like you partied it up last night, Joseph. How was your night? Uh-oh. Guys, we might have lost Joey. We may have lost Joseph, but that's okay because obviously he'll pop back on, I'm sure. Oh wait, is he back?
You got me?
You're back.
You got me.
Now you're back.
I changed the Wi-Fi. Sorry, this is my new laptop, so I am getting a little accustomed to things here.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But we go to the 5 gigahertz one, or
I don't know what that means.
You know what?
I just got.
Never mind. Sorry. All right. So, look, I'm sure some people in the chat know about the 5G Wi-Fi's. All right. So, folks, what do we got? We got Chip, Chuck, River, Ant, John, Jeremy. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody is well. Looking forward to the slate today, Joey. Again, another nice day with warm weather. Elwin, look who decides to show up. Jesus Christ. Wow, Joey, is it just me? Doesn't it?
I'm on the air still on the other show, by the way.
Doesn't hold his hair like he's got a little.
Hold on, I'm on the show with the other guys. Hold on.
Why would you fucking come into our show when you're still on the? Oh my goodness gracious.
He's talking. No one's listening to him.
That's how we're starting the show.
Imagine joining 2 shows at the same time and then complaining about joining this show while you're joining.
The guy is something else, dude. Something else.
What,
I'm doing the bet side. Goodbye. Come over, Tony. Make sure you check out the winners.
I fucking can't. Anyway, the show's off to a great start.
Yeah, starting great. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Hope you have a good weekend. Keep your fingers away from the fireworks. Practice responsibly.
When he comes back on, Joey, we need to talk about the extra oomph he's got in that hair today.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look, he's got like a little blowout in the back.
Yeah.
It's kind of like nice. It almost looks like a softball pitcher pitching. It's got like a rise to it. Like it's just like elevating as it's backing up.
Yeah, was it crazy seeing nice. Was it crazy seeing me do 2 shows at once? Tony just screamed at me. He was like, "Fine, you don't rush us to do this." I'm like, "The bets guys have been waiting for 10 minutes. We're on the air, right?" I'm assuming
we're on the air.
We are on the air. Yeah, I know, Holden. It was like
we need to push it back to a quarter after.
Curing cancer being on 2 live shows at the same time.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit happens.
We've pushed it back multiple times for you. I think we're good.
I know.
We'll just start without you.
Start without me.
Come on, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll just stop by. You can make fun of my hair. JJ, what happened last night? How much did you drink?
Last night was a sober dunkle night. Last night was good.
Oh, wow.
Well, because I was completely shit-faced on Friday. I got home at 5 a.m. on Friday.
Oh, nice. What'd you drink?
Kettle and Club. That's my new go-to.
Ooh, really? Kettle and Club. Okay. JoeyWerk, anything fun going on this weekend? Tonight, last night, the night before?
We just hung out with the boys yesterday, watched some UFC. Had a good time. But definitely have some parties set up for the next 2 days.
Love it.
Parties for the next any yacht party, any type. Do you guys ever go on boats? Are you about to go on a boat soon?
Yes.
Yeah. That's my favorite.
72-foot, 4 bedrooms. Yeah, the captain.
Yeah.
There's no fucking around
Joe stuff.
Here, guys.
When's that happening?
You're not invited.
I don't care. I want to know when it's happening.
Oh, that'll be Monday.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Love it.
Love a good boat.
Love it.
Okay, let's get into the slate, boys. I do want to mention, though, before we do that, there's some bad lineups out there, man. Like, there's no Judge. There's no Jose Ramirez. Boston's without both JD Martinez and Trevor Story. So there's some big names that are sitting out. It's either going to be Trout or Ohtani. One of these two dudes is going to sit too. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, Princess Chacho, you better fucking be impressed. You can have my autograph. It's going to cost you, but it's all good. So let's get into the first game of the day. I do not have the bet sheet up, so if you guys have a bet on this, you can make fun of me. I don't care. Marlins, Nationals. Fetty's been a bit better as of late, going up against Pablo Lopez. Nats plus 115 on the money line, minus 134 Marlins, 8.5 the total. JoeyWerk, what do you got here?
Yeah, I got no play. I don't know. JJ,
No.
I haven't looked at his plays yet.
No.
Okay. So Fetty's normally a guy I like to fade, but as of late, he actually has pitched pretty damn well. He's limiting hard contact. Hasn't pitched terrible at all. He has been walking people as always. The guy always walks people, and he does have decent stuff if he puts it all together. But as we've seen the last couple of years, the guy has been getting absolutely shelled. Basically, his problem was the home run ball, and he has limited his home runs. I think he's only allowed like 5 or 6 this year. The last couple starts, he pitched decent, like almost quality starts in all of them. And Pablo Lopez has struggled his last couple starts. He gave up 11 earned runs in his last 2 of 3 starts against the Mets and St. Louis, obviously both on the road. Here's another game on the road in Washington, and they've been scoring some runs in Washington. So it's hard to back this Nationals team, even as a dog here. So it'll be a pass for me, but I kind of lean. I kind of lean the under. I'm seeing the total is 7.5 or 8 in spots, so the lean is with the under, but or 8.5. But I'm gonna probably just pass.
What's up, Gator Nation? Yes, JJ, Uncle Doug.
Just want the record show that Uncle T texted me on this show a picture of your face zoomed in, Holden, asking what's going on with the hair. So obviously Uncle T's here and wondering the same things we were wondering. And actually, Joey, as the show has gone on, somehow it just keeps growing. Like I don't really understand it.
Oh, I'm fucking with it, trying to make it look better.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Now you look like you just got electrocuted.
Correct. And I don't give a shit looking like an idiot. Dunkel, talk to me here. Do you want to talk about the first game that we were talking about, or do you just want to say pass?
I definitely don't love anything about it. I think that's a pretty cheap price for Pablo, though, right in this spot. But
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's hard to back. I think it's hard to back him recently. Granted, if people you might forget, like his ERA was like less than 1, like a month ago. So he's been getting shelled a bit over the course of the last month and a half. Granted, super warm today in Washington, but I just think overall, like if you're betting Pablo, it's hard to back Fetty at this price at home, in my opinion. But with that said, Pablo hasn't been great either, so it becomes a pass for me.
Okay, very good. Next game would be the Brewers and the Pirates. Brewers offense is rolling right now. Woodruff on the mound for Milwaukee. That's why they're minus 210 favorites. Pittsburgh plus 175. 7.5 is the total here. So the question is, what do you think of the Brewers offense today? If you're betting any type of total thing here, do you think the Brewers offense gets you there, JJ?
So interesting, right? The Pirates have scored 7 runs or more in 3 of 4. I mean, this team's sticks have kind of lit up over the last few days. And the other game they didn't was the 19-2 game, which it's easy to lose morale in a game like that. But needless to say, they've been hitting. Now Woodruff hasn't looked himself at all this year. I know he recently returned from the IL, but he hasn't looked anything near his capability. And maybe he comes back a little stronger in this second go around. But as far as this spot, I don't know. I don't love Quintana by any means. He's been slowly starting to regress. But again, for me, another game where a lot of arrows go in different directions, so it becomes a pass.
Okay, JoeyWerk, Pittsburgh, Milwaukee.
Yeah, is Quintana definitely starting in this game?
Didn't they move?
ESPN's saying I don't. Yeah, it might not be right.
Yeah, didn't they? Didn't they just say that Zach Thompson's
pitching?
Yeah.
It's basically a pass for me as well. Woodruff, first time. This will be his second start after the IL. I mean, he pitched good in the one start, but I haven't really fully trusted him this year. He hasn't looked exactly the same. He did get shelled to start the year, then had a good patch in there, and now he went to the IL. He comes back. He pitched against Tampa, the one start. He did look really good against Tampa, but Tampa's lineup has been watered down. The Pirates team has been playing good. Did they win yesterday? I think they won 2 or 3 of this series already.
Playing better baseball. Yeah,
they won 2 or 3 of the series thus far. Got some young guys swinging a hot bat. This is just a pass for me. Dog or pass, minus 200 with Milwaukee and their bats that I am not a fan of. No, thank you.
All right, that'll be my best bet. Brewers over 4.5 runs today. I just think they come out and absolutely smash Thompson. Guy's hot garbage. The Brewers offense has gotten going.
We laugh. I think Holden's lost like one of these bets. Like,
I know. Why do you even ask us what the fuck we think if you got a best bet already? And you just wait until we trash the fucking
right.
I trash the Brewers, then you're like, you know what, this will be my best bet.
Well, would you trash him if I gave it first?
I mean, I would probably take it a little easier.
No, don't. That's great. I like the honesty. If you think it's shit, then just say it's shit. It's fine with me, and it's not going to hurt my feelings. So yeah, Brewers over 4.5. Many good bets today.
Is that minus 110, Holden?
108, minus 108, pal. Yeah. So
Holden, you've been doing so good. You get your own now. Feel free to talk on why.
There you go.
Didn't I just do that?
All you said was their sticks are gonna be.
That's my breakdown today. The Brewers are going to hit the ball hard. No, Zach Thompson, very hittable pitcher. Probably won't go deep. Pirates bullpen's a disaster. Left-handers in this lineup should be going crazy. Yelich.
Love it.
Narvaez, all of these guys. So give it to me. Give it to me. Take the 4.5. Do this. Get it in. You're done. Next game. Like button would be good. You know what? Also, for those of you that are not familiar with the product, Run Pure Bets. I mean, it's just an amazing time to get in here, Uncle Dunkle. We've got preseason NFL coming up. Keg's killing on the NASCAR side. JoeyWerk and the boys on the UFC side. What do we got going on the bet side?
Yeah, and as I often say, the best time to join is right when I'm in the shitter. Had a few bad days in a row, but again, no better time to join because typically these things bounce themselves backwards or forwards, if you will, whatever you're into. But yeah, check us out, runpurebets.com. Obviously, Jay will have the NASCAR show live today as well, which will proceed later on. And then he'll also break down the course. I think he did that before this show, actually, the NASCAR race. Then he had another great night in UFC. Joey's been crushing baseball all year long. Spread continues to fuck up tennis. So yeah, all in all, and look,
hold on, he's not doing good in tennis.
Fuck up the sport. I mean,
I thought he was like he's fucking up his picks in tennis, man. Why would you say that about spread? Spread's good, It's fine.
When do I ever talk negatively about anyone on this
I don't know. It sounded like you were shitting on spread. Don't do it.
But no, spread's been awesome in the tennis world. But yeah, so we approach from multiple sports, and of course, merge with the DFS guys always makes our lives easier. But yeah, head over to Your Best. Check us out.
Love it. Anything to add, JoeyWerk? Sell them the site. You're our salesman here.
Joey's gonna do the second one, and then you're gonna do the third one.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that was great.
Joey's the salesman of the group here, though. He'd be like, yeah. He's like the guy from the Wolf of Wall Street. He's like, see this pen? You bet. Yeah. So a good day to you, Richard Grant. Good day to you, sir. Let's just go on to our next game then. Rays and Jays. Got a little Boz action today. Rays plus 117 on the road. Toronto minus 136. 8.5 is the total. Toronto going with their normal lineup, so they're not getting. Only guy that's out is Kirk, actually. He's a pretty damn good hitter. JoeyWerk, Rays, Blue Jays. We wouldn't want to mess with this thing.
I'm personally going to pass. I was kind of interested in Tampa Bay yesterday for both games, but I did bet them the day before and they lost, so I stayed away. I think Tampa Bay's lineup is not as good as advertised. Past like 1, 2, really 3. Howard Ramirez is batting third, and then you just go down the list. It really doesn't scare me at all. And I definitely like Toronto's bats better of the two. Out of the two pitchers, though, I definitely like Baz over Stripling. I know Stripling has pitched pretty decent this year. I think this will be his second time seeing this Tampa Bay lineup. Hard hit rate, 320 on the X-weighted on base percentage against. He isn't really striking out many people, but he doesn't walk anybody, rarely. And Baz has been really good, impressive in his. I think he started 3 or 4 starts this year. He hasn't faced his Toronto team. He had pitched 2 games on the road. I think only 1 start on the road. So this is really be his, second start on the road. He pitched in Baltimore. So as we know, that park has been played very well to unders this year, especially early on. So this should be a little harder start for Shane Baz here. So essentially I'm going to pass, but I would lean, I guess, with the under.
Is there a worse comment than we just got from our coworker at the bottom there? JJ, can you put it up on the screen here?
Here to ask Uncle what bets to put. You know what? That's actually pretty comical.
Yeah,
I'll give her credit. It's actually pretty funny. See, that's a troll job. I feel like she's learned that from us, Joey. I feel like she's learned to become a little bit of a better troll from us.
Yeah, you know what? I like to say thank you for being Allie Mack for being in our presence. I think this is the first show she showed up to. So appreciate that. Thanks, Allie.
Yeah, we always appreciate the fans. So keep up the good work, Allie.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. You see the picture too that she has with the bat and the suit?
Yeah, it's a badass picture.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't fuck with her.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I also wouldn't. I mean, I don't
actually,
know
she's probably very demure. On the smaller side, do you think you could take her with a bat?
Yeah.
What's a better picture? Her picture there, or JoeyWerk like he just sat in a tanning bed for 12 hours when he took his YouTube photo?
That was pretty fucking good, man.
That
was pretty good.
It's from a cruise, all right, Dick.
Did you sit? You sat in a tanning bed too long? Did you fall asleep?
I never went tanning in a day in my life. All right, that's something you do. You go tanning. You fucking blacken your hair.
Since I was in high school.
Alphas go tanning. Let's not slander.
You tan because you're from the Jersey Shore, JJ. You tan a lot in the bed.
First off, I'm at the Jersey Shore. JJ's not at the Jersey Shore.
It's all the same fucking thing.
Second off, I don't go tanning, and JJ probably does.
You tan, JJ?
I used to go tanning. Correct.
How often?
Fucking.
I used to go 3 to 4 times a week.
Oh my goodness!
That's
Holden, give him a timeout. Holden, give him a timeout.
I want to be clear.
I can't give him a timeout. He's a timeout master.
I was doing it from like 18 to 21. I was doing it.
Right. That's when most of us do it.
It wasn't cool, no matter what age you are at.
Well, actually, Joey, before you were born,
unless you have a vagina, it wasn't cool.
Who died and made JoeyWerk the person who owns the definition of cool? I'm sorry, I didn't. What's your track record of cool, Joseph? We're here listening.
I never went tanning a day in my life.
Do you wear suntan lotion, Joey?
I have to, or I'd be fucking a lobster.
Yeah. So good talk, guys. Thanks, Allie Mack, for throwing us off the rails here. It's totally your fault.
Shout out Uncle T. He's in the fucking chat every single week, so he deserves a shout out, right?
Nobody kisses ass better than Terry Niehaus. Welcome to the show, Allie Mack. I love the corporate JoeyWerk pick. I mean, JJ, nobody gets disrespected more by Uncle T than you and me, and it's very disappointing.
Oh, please look at this.
Yeah, I mean,
this is his line. This is his line. For the whatever goes to the other ones. This is Uncle T's line. Uncle T, get your ass on the show here. I think your cores are almost in on the DFS side. We want Uncle T, really?
Uncle T can't. He's busy on the bench.
Yeah, that's the way to say when you don't want him on the show. You're like, yeah, he's busy. he's got other stuff to do today. We're doing fine.
You want in, let me know. But you need help. Normally you commit and then don't show up. You guys remember, what was it, 2 weeks ago where Big T gave us an Irish goodbye? Was that on this show, Joey?
Yeah, I mean, he deserved it after the picks he gave out. So,
Yankees Guardians is our next game, boys. Yankees heavy favorites -177. The bottom of that lineup looks like dog shit today. There is no Aaron Judge, but on the Cleveland side at +150, there's no Jose Ramirez. So that'd be awesome going to the Cleveland Guardians game today and not seeing the two best players out there. 7.5 is the total. I don't care. There's a huge stay away spot for me. JoeyWerk, why would you even consider going here? Put yourself in the shoes of someone that would consider it.
Going where? To watch the game? If you're a purist,
just bet on this. Bet on this game.
Okay, I was gonna say, if you're a purist, you fucking go watch any baseball game. All right, you would know that. But so I mean, yeah, you're right. This fucking Yankees lineup is absolutely disgusting. Jose Trevino is in the 5 hole. Aaron Hicks, Kinder Falefa, Gallo, and Marco Gonzalez is the fucking last 5 in this lineup. No Judge. Stan's in there. Rizzo's in there. Donaldson. That's 1, 2, 3. So, I mean, no DJ. They did play a doubleheader yesterday. They switched up the lineup. Pretty sure. I don't know if they sent Andujar back down to the minors, but he should probably stay up. McKenzie's surface numbers are better than the advanced numbers. I think the Yankees probably do score a couple runs off him, but I don't expect a lot of runs from either team in here. As you mentioned, Aram is out of the lineup as well. Tristan McKenzie's given up almost 50% hard hit this year. 353 x-weighted on base percentage against. Slugging percentage is over 500 against. I am a Monty guy, but he doesn't really strike out many people. And as we know, this Guardians team doesn't swing and miss a lot at all. So, I mean, this is a total pass. I wouldn't be against, taking the dog if you like the dog. But as we mentioned, their best hitter is out of the lineup. They called up Arias, and now he's slotted right in the 3-hole. So I do expect this to be a low-scoring game, but it's dog or pass.
What do you think, JJ? Can I just do the rest of the show in this with my hair?
Yeah, if you want. Is that your cat that's not shutting the fuck up in the back?
My what?
Is that your cat in the back?
Meowing again? Yeah.
It is the cat. No, the cat's in the other room. This was Chewbacca mask that was doing that. I just felt like putting it on.
I don't. You know what?
Best bet from this one: under 12.5 minus 750. That's gonna be today's whalecock play. Huge, gigantic whalecock play. Under 12.5 minus 750. Allie, I recommend you take lessons from this host here on how to bet super huge whalecocks. JJ Uncle Dunkle, are you tailing this one this week?
Oh no, it was minus 750. I put minus 7.
Yeah, don't put 7. I would never go to minus 7,000. That's just long term. You're not going to be profitable.
There you go. Is this true? You adopted like a 20-year-old cat?
14. Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, yeah, and it wasn't just to say that to try and prove I'm a good person. It was actually because it's old and I have little kids, and it walked up to him, rolled over on its back. I was going to get a nice 3-year-old cat. The thing's 14. It'll die in 4 or 5 years. If I don't like the cat, it'll be gone soon anyways. If I do like the cat, I just gave it a great life to finish its life off.
Leave it to Holden to turn what was going to be an easy layup of a question from Joey and turn it into Holden sounding like he's just morbid as a motherfucker. I mean, listen, it's a big commitment. And I don't want to be stuck for 20 years with the same cat. If it's an asshole, 4 or 5 years, that's fine. I can hang out in hospice. This cat's amazing. It's like a dog, literally like a dog. You see what I mean? You gave him
cuddles with me at night.
You gave him a fucking layup. Holden, this is really nice. You adopted 4. I could see that. I like that.
It cuddles with me. It licks me. I like it.
Now we think less of him somehow.
Yeah. You try the peanut butter with a cat? Does that work too?
What's that? The peanut butter cat? Where would you put that, on your testes?
Come on, you've tried it before.
I have not. That is probably, I've done illegal things, but I've never done anything with an animal.
Peanut butter on the taint.
Right.
So, that's what I think.
You do that? How does that feel, buddy?
I don't.
A little sandpaper tongue.
Yeah, I'm in it for the friction, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a good one. So I don't have any.
All right. Shut up already. Let's go to the Rangers and the Mets.
Yeah.
Cookie Carrasco has been not great. I would say not great. His last couple of starts. This is wonderful analysis you come here for. Rangers plus 125 on the road, minus 148. If there was a dog, maybe it would be the Rangers today. Total here is 8. This game is being played in the spacious Citi Field. JoeyWerk, just a fade?
Yeah. I'm not totally against taking the dog here. Johnny Gray has been pitching pretty damn good his last couple starts. And Carrasco, basically the opposite. I actually have both these guys on my fantasy team, so I know what they've been doing day in and day out more than normal starters. But Johnny Gray, he does throw his fastball a lot, almost over 50% of the time. So, and the Mets do hit the fastball. Do I expect runs? I think this is low scoring as well. Carrasco probably limits this Rangers team. He has limited exit velocity, but he has been susceptible to the home run ball, and he never walks anybody. On the other end, Johnny Gray strikes out a shit ton of people. His advanced numbers have been really good this year too. So I do expect this to be a low-scoring affair. I'm not totally against taking the Rangers, as the Rangers have been playing pretty damn good as of late. The bats have finally came around. I know they started the year pretty poopy, and now they've really turned it around. And John Gray has pitched most of his starts this year are on the road. I think he only pitched 3 games at home all year, so he knows how to pitch on the road. And his last 4 starts, he pitched 25 innings, only allowed 4 total earned runs. His strikeouts he probably has almost 40 strikeouts, a little less than that. So his dog or pass again, but I'm just going to pass.
Didn't I tell you about the cat last week, JJ?
You did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So what are you acting like? Hey, I heard this thing around the grapevine. Like, no.
I didn't remember how old it was. This comment reminded me.
The other thing is, what are you doing tonight? Are you busy?
I am going to fireworks at 7:00.
And what are you doing, JoeyWerk?
Hold on. Why the fuck is that funny, Joey? Is that also not in the cool list? Is that also not cool?
I did not say that.
What are you doing, Joey?
I'm going to a barbecue. We're going to a barbecue.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Either one of you fuckers want to come on VSiN at 6:15 your time?
Absolutely not.
Not. JJ?
No.
I can't. Well, I have a barbecue earlier.
Yeah, let's just fuck the site. Let's not promote it to our P1s. Let's just let the fucking
promote it, bro. Last time you brought me on, I fucking called on my phone. They see a photo of me from 2 years ago.
It was pretty good photo though. You were in a tuxedo. I thought you'd be on live. I didn't know.
Joe, the photo they have of me is from high school.
Yeah, disrespectful.
They
pulled it off my Instagram.
It's the only one where you're not wearing a fucking clown wig, JJ. Every other fucking picture you have, you're in a clown wig. Of course, they got to go to your high school yearbook.
I mean, we are who we are, you know?
Yeah, for real. Fuck out of here.
I can't even get one of my guys on this. This is just fucking.
Bro, I came on last week. You want me to come on back to back?
No, I was hoping JJ would be the one that said yes. I just asked you just in case.
You were hoping JJ would come on 5 hours notice. Here's the thing. How about you ask me a week in advance and we can book? I'm good for
a week. Who the fuck are you? I get a lot of big names on the same day. I got to set up a week in advance with JJ Uncle Dunk. Are you kidding me?
Your people call mine.
Who the fuck are you to tell me a week?
Your people call mine. We'll figure something out for a Sunday.
Here, I'm hosting 6 and 7 every day next week, Tuesday through Friday. One of those days work for you, Uncle Dunkle? Do I have to reach out to your wonderful wife to try and set that up? You don't want to give her my number. I'm telling you that right now.
At this moment, I can do a Sunday in October.
Fuck you. Time now to sell the site.
Enjoy a little trolling once in a while.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I'm good for you next Sunday if you'd like.
It's a fucking
no, not next
weekend,
Sunday.
bro.
During the week, ding dong. Like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Between 6 and 7, anytime.
Okay.
You know what?
We'll make it happen.
Why do you try to bring me on only on the weekends then?
You want to come on? I did. You just was like, no way, no chance of doing it. That's not.
Yeah, I'm not
open.
coming on tonight. No, it's
because I haven't done the weekday show as much lately. Now they got me on the weekday, so you know. You want to come on this week? I'll get some JoeyWerk too.
Before federal holiday, Holden's like, hey, what are you guys doing tonight? You have any plans?
Yeah, no, I just got off tomorrow, so definitely gonna be. You don't want me calling.
All right, well, you know what? I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We could plug the site to our P1s. It's VEASAN. It's great. Sell our site though. Sell our site, JoeyWerk. Here's a pen. Sell it to us.
Yeah. All right. So last month I was up 13 units. JJ was probably up to close to the same in baseball. So fucking 25 units in baseball alone in the month of June. We look to continue this in July. I mean, the numbers say every single day, 1 unit, every play is 1 unit, fully tracked, sometimes half units, but nothing more than a unit. Every play fully tracked on the sheet. I mean, even last month now, throwing the rest of the team, I think we're up almost 40-something units. Jay has been killing NASCAR live shows. If you're missing that, I don't know. You're just giving away free money. UFC, smash the UFC again. Obviously, as you mentioned, we got tennis going on. JJ's been doing pretty good in tennis. Spread has been doing good as well. And then NFL's right around the clock. And we got Tyler's ready. He's got props on there for NFL. We're ready to roll. I don't know if you're missing out. There's a Discord. You can fucking bother us in the Discord. Most of the guys do. You know, ask us questions on a different game. You want to bet a different game, you can do that too. You know, it's a nice community we got going here.
It's nice that someone on this show knows how to plug the freaking site. JJ. A couple other things going on right now. We've got Peacock with the Royals Tigers game with no announcers today. They're just playing it with sound. And I used to think that would be cool. And then I watched the game and then it was awful.
Oh, my God. God bless.
Peacock's just punting on this whole thing. They're like, no one's watching anyways.
Yeah.
Don't worry about broadcasters.
I think us three would be great doing a game.
I've always, even when I was a little kid, when I saw the Playboy channel, I was probably 7 or 8 years old. And it used to be like with all this, you don't know, you guys don't remember. Old people remember. It used to be behind with all these different colors, so you can only see the outlines of the people. But I was always saying, man, Playboy should have games on and they could just use the bad words and everything like that, because that's the way people really want to watch it.
And by the way, Holden, I'm not that young. I do remember those days. My brother used to hack those little converter boxes and used to get like
you at your age remember that Skinamax
used to have, I don't know what it was, a 95 or 96. It used to be all skimmed, but you'd see
it was still 95, 96. That's right.
Every once in a while you'd see a nipple.
Yeah, you would see a nipple. I enjoyed the Playboy channel when I was younger. It was great. Probably a little too young, but let's get into our next baseball game because that's what we're here to talk about. That would be the Braves and the Reds. Oh, let me check the bet sheet here.
Yeah, I got
JoeyWerk.
Yeah. So I'm taking full game over 8.5. That is plus 100 via DK. They are playing in the Great American Small Park. Charlie Morton and Luis Castillo. Charlie Morton has been getting hit pretty damn hard all year. Hard hit rate over 40%. X-weighted on base percentage against 340. He has been, obviously, he does have strikeout stuff, but the guy throws a four-seamer almost 40% of the time. And on the other end, Castillo has pitched pretty damn well as well, but most of his good starts are on the road. He gets a full Atlanta lineup. Acuna's back in there. The Atlanta lineup looks pretty ready to roll today. Basically, their best lineup they could throw out there. And Cincinnati is stacked up as well. They got Solano, who they added, is in there, and they're basically the best lineup they could throw out there. So it is almost 90 degrees. The wind is blowing a little bit out. So best bet is over 8.5. I do like the Reds to score some runs, and then it's hard to think that the Braves are going to get shut out. So rather than take the Reds team total, I figure let's just take the full game. So over 8.5 plus 100 will be one of my best bets.
Okay. JJ, do you want to say that's a good bet or a bad bet?
Really like that bet, Joseph.
Okay. Me too. The wife just walked by just as Holden says, yeah, I enjoy a little nipple. I don't remember saying that.
I do.
I said that?
Yeah, you definitely just said that.
About what? The Playboy channel?
Probably, yeah.
What else would you have said it about your cat?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot. I heard there's a lot of nipples on cats, right? Don't they have like 6 or 8 of them? What was the movie, The Fockers, where they milked the cat? I always found that to just be a wonderful line. It was very fun.
It was a great movie, by the way. Meet the Parents was a great movie.
Yeah, it's kind of been lost in the shuffle after all these years, but it is a very fun movie. Orioles Twins. Let me go check the bet sheet. Looks at the bet sheet, nothing. So why should we bother talking about it, JJ?
We don't have to. I will briefly say, though, 2 pitchers have thrown really well, but regression is likely coming for these folks. With that said, it's going to be slightly warm today in Minnesota. This is a high number for this park. I'd actually debated on going the O's team total over. I just wish that I could have gotten 3.5 at less than 140, but I couldn't, and I didn't want to bet them 4 because I'd need 5 runs in this spot. I don't think the Orioles sticks are live today, but I think it's a lot to ask of them to get 4.5 runs in this park, so I passed. Okay.
JoeyWerk, any thoughts here or just move on?
No, I agree. Neither of these guys have strikeout stuff, really. Both of them are under 15% on strikeouts on the year. Obviously, they have pitched pretty decent, but regression is definitely coming probably for both of them. So I do expect some runs. I think the Orioles are my favorite team to bet on this year. They've just been fun to bet on. They score runs. They're much better than last year. I know they're like 4 games under 500 playing in the AL East. Pretty damn impressive. So that's all I got to say. But yeah,
they were my favorite last year, and they lost a ton of games. But I won a ton of money betting them last year.
Yeah,
it's good to see them kind of coming even better this year.
Kirchhoff, my guy, what up?
Holden, yeah, it's like you were going to say something and then didn't.
Oh man, you did that. I was expecting something else. There wasn't. Would you like to talk about the dangers of tanning? Anything else for Matt Kirchhoff?
Matt Kirchhoff's a tanner, I can tell.
Yeah.
Him and Joe spend a lot of time together in tanning.
He never went tanning probably a day in his life.
They go on those co-op tanning beds.
Maybe. Maybe he went co-op with his wife.
Can you milk me, Greg? That's swallow dose. It really is a great line. Congratulations.
He's got a lot of great lines, Holden.
There's still no Angels lineup out, which makes me really think it's going to be a bad lineup today. They're going up against Framber and the Astros. Problem is it's minus 245 on the money line. If you want to hit the run line, minus 109. 8 is the total. Astros, not their A-plus lineup, but Yordong's in there. Talk to me, JoeyWerk. Angels, Astros. Is there anything here to sift through?
The Angels suck. I think me and JJ made a pact that we're no longer bet on or against them. So
it was one of those pinky promises.
Yeah, pinky promises. We'll see next week how it goes.
If I see a JoeyWerk Angel play and he sees a Dunkel JJ play on the sheet, we're just supposed to delete him. Like we see each other on the sheet, we just delete it. Like it never happened.
Yeah, there you go. So I'm gonna pass. I definitely think the Astros win again, but I'm not touching with a 6-foot pole.
6-foot pole. Can I get you interested in the 6-foot pole, JJ?
No comment on this game.
No,
he
I was talking about a poll.
He just repeats the last thing I said. I said 6-foot pole. So then he goes right to you and asks you about the 6-foot pole.
JJ, thoughts on 6-foot poles?
What the fuck?
All right, now one of you jabronis has a Red Sox Cubs bet. I think it is JoeyWerk.
Yeah, it is.
I also have a best bet from this game.
All right, you go first.
Anytime JoeyWerk wants to go against me on this show, it doesn't work out well for you. Every other time, probably, but not on this show, Joey. I'm not going to go. No, I'm going to listen to your bet first.
No, I'm going to listen to you. You fucking said you got a best bet. Let's hear it. Bitch.
I am. Oh, and I got the full screen here. This is wonderful.
Go.
Red Sox Cubs. Okay, what do we got? A little Keegan Thompson action this afternoon going against Connor Seabold. Seabold got rocked in Toronto. 7 Ks ground ball pitcher though. This Cubs lineup, Higgins, Rivas, Velasquez, Morrill. That's not nice. But you know what I really like is that there's no JD Martinez and Trevor Story. This is a bet that I found after the lineups came out. And you know what? I don't even think the Red Sox lineup is out. I just know that those 2 guys are out. Red Sox under 4.5 team total. Wind blowing in Wrigley today. Give me the Red Sox team total under 4.5. Joey?
Yeah, nice play. I don't know why I would not like that. I do have
because I said it because it's my play.
Okay, my pick is the Cubs first 5 money line -105. So we kind of correlate there. I think Seabold. I know he pitched in the minors, but listen. So he pitched a couple days or 5 days ago against Toronto on the road, give up 7 earned, 9 hits. And then in the minors, obviously his numbers are better, but I'm pretty sure he's on a pitch limit at least a little bit because before that, he only pitched an inning in the minors and he came up 3 days early, he pitched an inning, then he comes and pitches 5 innings against Toronto. So he may be on a little bit of pitch limit, but either way, this will be he hasn't pitched at home. He's pitched on the road. Somewhat of a tough atmosphere. Obviously, the wind is blowing in, as you mentioned. And Keegan Thompson has been pretty damn good. He's pitched better, actually, at home this year. And his advanced numbers are great. He had 35% hard hit rate, 311 X weighted against, 231 X batting average against. He's striking out people almost 25% clip, not really walking anybody either. So I'll take my chances. As you mentioned, 2 of the big bats for the Red Sox are supposed to be out of the lineup. So I'll take my chances first 5 with the better starter. Probably almost even. Why am I hearing myself back? But probably almost even in the batting in the lineup. So I'll take my chances with the Cubs.
JJ, we both have bets on this game. You don't. Just move on.
Just move on.
Okay.
Holden, do you have this fucking YouTube show on?
What?
Do you have it on? Do the YouTube show on in one of your browsers?
No. Why?
You're echoing, Joey?
Holy shit. That was really loud. Now we can't even hear the guy.
That wasn't loud for me.
Unmute yourself. I heard all right, you got to unmute yourself, Joey. We can't hear you. He's laughing. I don't know why he's laughing, JJ. There he goes.
There he is.
Are you better?
Are you better?
Fuck you. Next game, we're going right back to JoeyWerk. 11.5 is the Diamondbacks Rockies total. It has been warm. I've been a chalk donkey the last couple of nights here too. I don't blame you. I don't feel good about it. I don't know if I'm going over tonight though, JoeyWerk, but I know you are.
Where are we going? Where am I going over?
Oh,
whose house am I going over?
You know what the shame of it is? Holden almost had a perfect show today, Joey.
Almost doesn't count.
Why? What did I do? Was it your bet, Dunkel?
Almost had a perfect.
Hold on a second. Hold on. We got a long time for me to fuck it up. It is JJ's pick. Oh, and it's not even the total.
Yeah, what are you doing, bro? You fucking.
I'm telling you, he shows up to the show.
On that one.
He shows up to the show weekly in the morning somehow, under the influence, every single week.
I'm so sober. That's my problem.
Where did you get the total from? Like, you just closed your eyes and said,
yesterday,
you know what?
You had the total. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I took.
That's not good. I don't feel good about this either, but I'm gonna bet it because it's gonna go over.
They scored 17 runs yesterday. What weren't you fucking good about? They had 11 runs after 5.
And now we got Gallen. We got Chad Kuhl, who's turned the corner again, pitching well at home as well. Dunkel.
Yeah, for me, really like this spot behind the Diamondbacks. So I get the better arm. I trust Gallen a lot more than I do Kuhl. Now Kuhl's coming off, I think, a really good start.
He's been
good.
Yeah,
man.
he pitched a complete game against the Dodgers in Coors.
Yeah, so he's been good. I agree. The problem is the advanced stuff doesn't exactly back him up again. But however, he's coming off his best start of the year by far. I think it's a good spot to fade him here. Now Gallen has just been like a good pitcher all year. Like I know he hasn't gotten a lot of the accolades. Kind of, I guess, similar to Kuhl. But I definitely think Allen's a much better pitcher than Cool. I get the line at 115 here. Lineup edge, I'd say, is slightly in favor of Colorado just because of Arizona sitting 2 bats today. But I wouldn't consider it majorly egregious by any means. And the bullpen is definitely in favor of Arizona. Colorado's got bottom 2 bullpen in baseball. There's been runs all series, so it wouldn't surprise me if runs happen today. However, again, probably the best pitching matchup of the series. But yeah, give me Gallen. The reason why I didn't do first 5 is because, again, I have the bullpen edge with the D-backs as well. So I think if we're at a pick'em line, I get the better arm, better bullpen. I'd argue slightly worse lineup, but all in all, it equals a much better line for the D-backs. So I fired them. D-backs minus 115.
Okay. JoeyWerk, you're not on this game, so let's just move on to the next one, okay?
Okay.
All right. White Sox Giants checks the sheet. Oh, Joey has a play here. White Sox Giants, JoeyWerk. Talk to me. What do you got?
Yeah, so we got Giolito versus John Breba, but Breba probably only pitches the first inning. Then they hand it over to Sean Hageli. So obviously Giolito has got shelled his last. I think he's given up 30 runs or 27 earned runs in his last 4 or 5 starts. The guy's been getting hit hard every start, going down. I mean, every single start he gives up runs. But his last couple, he has looked pretty bad. And most of them, his last 4 road starts, he gave up almost 20 earned runs in those starts. Now he's going to San Fran. It's going to be a little cooler in San Fran, but the wind is blowing out. I do expect San Fran to get on the board early off of Giolito. And I used to be a Giolito stan, but no longer here. And then, so as I mentioned, it should be Breba for the first inning. Then Hageli probably pitches the next 4 or 5 as long as he can go. And he had pretty damn good numbers in the minors. He pitched 5 or 6 days ago against in El Paso. He struck out 6 people, only allowed 2 hits. Now he did pitch 2 games this year in the majors. I'm pretty sure they were both out of the bullpen. He wasn't terrible in either, but he did strike out 6 batters in 4 innings. So I think his stuff does translate well in the majors here. And this White Sox team has had a lot of trouble scoring, especially as of late. So my best bet will be San Fran first 5 -1/2. I got that at plus 120. And that was via Caesars, has the best line there, but I'm sure you can get those lines all around.
JJ, would you like to chime in on this before we get to your big games?
That was really weird. Way to make it awkward, Holden. No, I don't have anything.
What was weird about that? All I did was ask you to say something.
You made out with your microphone when you said it.
Yeah, you went really close. It was yeah.
Yeah. Anybody who somehow was having a semi watching the show, that's gone.
Why would they have a semi watching the show is what I want to know. What kind of ass would that be?
There is an ass for every chair, Holden.
True.
Doesn't make sense for me. What is that?
Sean says we like everything he doesn't today.
Somebody's into something weird, Holden.
Yeah, sure.
You guys like everything today. I don't. LOL. What does that even mean, Sean?
That means he's on the opposite of everything, or he doesn't like anything we bet. All right, that's good. That's
Maybe
fine.
it works out for you today.
Everyone's allowed to have their own opinions, man. You can't agree on every game. Baseball, fucking, we play every single day.
I don't know.
That's the fun of this game. You find the spots I'm finding a spot to hit dogs almost every day, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun doing this day in and day out. All right,
Joey. I mean, I'll tell you this. This is probably like the 87th coolest hat I've seen JoeyWerk wear. So yeah, I ranked this hat at 87 in the JoeyWerk collection.
A purple Pirates hat, huh?
Yeah, bro, it's fire. What else is new?
You won't see Johnny Depp wearing one of those. Let's get on to our next game here. That didn't even really make too much sense, but I got a chuckle out of JJ, so that's all that matters. Oakland plus 130 on the road against the Mariners. God, the Oakland offense is awful. God, the Oakland bullpen is awful. Let's just wait for the Mariners to be down 1-0 late again and go back them on the live line. But JJ has a better idea. Bet them before the game.
Yeah, I did bet Oakland here, plus 130. Now, I will say, Joey, your boy Tight Pants having his best month of the season.
He's pitched much better.
He has, finally kind of come into his form. I think he's given up, 2 earned in his last 28 innings. But for me, and this is just how I often bet the sport, I think this is a good spot to finally jump on and a little fade. And it's really because of the line. Like, Robbie Ray deserves to be $160 with a team that's not hitting at all in the Mariners, and a team in Oakland that when they do hit, it's often against lefties. So for me, I think that I know that Robbie Ray pitched pretty good against his team before, but I like Montez. I don't think you're getting a pitching edge here back in Seattle at all. And I think the Oakland lineup, to me, is very comparable to what we've been seeing out of Seattle. And I know Oakland yesterday struggled after a decent first inning, but Seattle hasn't been hitting at all. I know they snuck a run in late in the 8th on the bullpen, but Montez, the other thing with him is he often eats innings. So I like the spot. I just think it's a spot where Robbie Ray should have been about $1.25, $1.20. Instead, they hang him at almost 160, which opens up the 130 line. So yeah, you could, if you want, you could bet this a few different ways. The way I target it is because I wanted to avoid the full game after watching yesterday, but I did back. I think in the beginning I said I bet the full game, but I actually bet the first 5 here to dodge the bullpens. But I did split it, so I bet half on first 5 money line plus 122, and then I grabbed the half run with the A's minus 122. So split that right down the middle, half unit each. And yeah, go A's.
Okay. JoeyWerk, would you like to tell me he's an idiot or just continue to move on?
I like it. I have Mr. Montas on my fantasy team. Big Frankie Montas guy as well. He'll likely get traded sometime soon, but
hot prospect Mackenzie Gore and Clayton Kershaw, the daddies against the daddies, Dodgers and Padres today. The rivalry continues. Padres plus 170 on the road if you're interested. Total here is 8. I'm looking at the sheet here. Do I see any Padres Dodgers? I do not. So JJ, why don't you say something stupid about it and pass it on to JoeyWerk?
Sure. So yeah, Padres let me down yesterday. Darvish, yikes yesterday. But this is a different pitching matchup entirely. Gore's been good. I do feel like he's been a little fortunate though. Kershaw has kind of been Kershaw. Granted, he's had a few anomaly starts, but he's been good. All in all, I don't love anything about this game. I think the total at 7.5 makes sense. It's going to be warm in LA, which at times plays like a pitcher's park, but in warm weather can play better or can play smaller, if you will. But again, 2 good arms, 2 decent pens. Just everything looks fair to me overall. This line should be 200, so it's a stay away spot for me.
Oof, JoeyWerk.
Yeah, I agree. Mackenzie Gore, actually, if you look past like his last 6 starts, if you throw out the 2 games versus Colorado, he hasn't given up an earned run. So he has actually pitched really, really well. This will be his first start versus the Dodgers this year. So I definitely expect, I'm not really exactly as high as most people are on the Dodgers this year. They've had some trouble scoring. So this will be another low scoring affair. Kershaw has been amazing all year. I know he's only started 4 starts since he came back from the IL, but he did struggle in one of them, really. The other 3 were pretty damn good. So I expect another low scoring game here. I'm essentially going to pass, but lean would be the under.
Last game's the Cardinals at the Phillies, Sunday Night Baseball. Zach Wheeler, Adam Wainwright. So we got a couple of good pitchers on the mound. We got low 80s, wind blowing in 5 to 7 miles an hour. Cardinals plus 133 yesterday. Arenado hit 2 bombs. They hit 4 home runs in a row in the first inning. I think that's the 11th team ever to do that. Total here is 8. Phillies pretty heavily favored, Joey, at minus 157. What do you think about tonight? And are we still doing this over total thing on Sunday Night Baseball? I feel like it's not a thing anymore.
Yeah. I like actually the dog here, St. Louis. It would be dog or pass here Sunday night. I think they have the better lineup. Pitchers, obviously, Wheeler is, the better of the starter, but Waino is right there. It's not like he's far off. The guy continues to get the job done. His numbers are pretty good this year as well. Obviously, both teams can definitely get hot with the bats. The Phillies scored a shit ton of runs, pretty sure, in this series. They called up, who's that guy that just keeps hitting bombs? Derek Hall just keeps hitting bombs. God bless him. He's got to replace Bryce Harper. So, but essentially, this is another pass. But I wouldn't be against taking St. Louis plus money.
JJ,
I watched. So yesterday was kind of tilting because I had gone back and forth in my head about betting Phillies over the team total, but I hate doing that with home teams or betting them to win. And I felt with the Gibson spot, it made sense. Of course, they slide over the total easily and don't win. But I think that, to Joe's point, they've been hitting this series, and you would think that could ride into today. But I will say this: I don't understand why pitchers are even giving looks to the 3 and 4 hitters for the Cardinal. Like Goldschmidt and Arenado back to back got to be the 2 best hitters right now collectively in baseball, right? I mean, I know Trout and Ohtani are scary, but like look at the numbers. Like these two just rake consistently. And it's not like you can pitch around Goldie. You just watch them. It's like every inning, it feels like it's out at the top, and then them two start it up and then bring some momentum to the guys behind them. They're just having sensational years, but I just don't understand why pitchers aren't just trying to avoid these two more often, or just force them to swing at bad pitches and walk them. It's not a big deal. This team has outs around them. But needless to say, Wheeler's been having a great year. It's a good spot for Philly, but again, the issue with facing the Cardinals is it seems like people cannot avoid 3-4 in that order. And it's been happening all year. Kudos to them too. Goldschmidt, what a year. After last year, it kind of felt like he might start regressing a bit. And Arenado, people were writing him off after leaving Colorado, thinking the guy could only hit out there. Just tremendous. And he's like quietly, like an 8-time, 9-time Gold Glover, maybe even more. Just two tremendous guys. But either way.
What about East Coast bias there? Quietly. Come on, man. The guy's the best third baseman we've seen since Brooks Robinson. What's the matter with you?
You're talking fielding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People will know that?
I think people might know it. I mean, I don't. Do you think people know he has like double-digit Gold Glove?
Yeah, he's like the best third baseman in the game for a long time now. That's just where you and I will disagree, I guess.
You could be right. You could be right.
Any final words here, JoeyWerk?
Yeah, so best bets for JoeyWerk are Braves, Reds, full game over 8.5. That is plus 100. Then Red Sox versus Cubs. Cubs first 5 money line minus 105, and then I have the San Francisco Giants first 5 minus a half plus 120.
JJ?
Yeah, I fired on D-backs money line minus 115 and Oakland first 5. Grab the half run and Oakland first 5 money line. I split those down the middle.
What was my Whalecock play of the day at minus 750? You just put Whalecock play under 12.5.
Oh, it was the Yankees total.
Okay, there you go then. That's one great bet. Then we'll also go with the Brewers over 4.5 runs, the Red Sox under 4.5 runs.
This guy's giving out 10 plays today.
And then every week I do it.
Holden's going to give it.
Every week you give out one whale play and one actual play. Today you just.
Well, I got one whale play today.
3 months of profits in the show today.
I got the Brewers over. I got the Red Sox under. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go chalk donkeys. Chalk donkey play of the day. Astros run line.
Okay.
Oh boy.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoy a little nipple.
We did say we weren't allowed to bet Angels games, but here we are.
Well, you weren't allowed to. Doesn't count. You guys give your record on the show. We like and Holden. I know how you're doing it these days. True. So that's fine. I'd do that too if I were you, because at some time this hot streak's going to end. But let's face it, we're here in July now, Dunkel, and maybe there's something real behind it. Likely not, but possible. Check out the site. Is there a code for the site right now, or you just have to sign up and deal with it?
Always bets 25 off.
Always bets 25 off. Love it. Do you have an NBA Summer League play from Kirchhoff? No. Nobody.
No.
Maybe Spread has one for you. We'll see what we could do. I think he's pretty locked in on Wimbledon. All the Wimbledon bets are up there right now, so that's terrific.
What is that? Just a plain white hat?
Yeah. What's up with that? It's a joke.
I'm a plain guy, you know.
Oh my God! Tell me you're Guinea without telling me you're Guinea. Holy hell!
I'm just looking at Holden's face. It's
what the fuck is that thing? Is it like a white trucker hat? Can't you just like take a pen and put something on there?
Look at that.
Draw something on there.
Where do you buy that from?
Look at that.
Draw something on there.
A place called Lids.
You went into Lids and said, "Let me get a plain white fucking hat."
I walked in. I was asked if I needed any help, and I said yes. Do you happen to have a white hat with absolutely nothing on it?
What the fuck?
And then, how many times have you worn it?
I've worn it on a few videos.
Okay. I think it's dirty.
I wear it to the gym occasionally. I've probably worn it a total of 8 or 9 times,
and it's never gotten dirty.
That's like what my grandpa wore. That's like a hat my grandpa wore. With his chains, no shirt, and a fucking that hat.
Clearly, your grandpa had some swag. First of all, settle the fuck down, Terry. Okay, don't need you coming at me too. You're right, Holden. He does come at us.
Yeah, and he doesn't need. If there's one guy that doesn't need to be commenting about wardrobe, it's the guy most likely to wear jorts at RPS. Yeah. Okay. It's definitely Uncle T.
Uncle Terry's at home with jorts and New Balances on.
Yeah,
telling telling me about my white baseball cap.
I think he wears Keds personally. And then the other thing is, don't try to deflect all the bullshit from your hat onto Uncle T, though. The thing's fucking ridiculous. But I do have a question for both.
I'm wearing
of
it the rest of the season now.
How do we? Fine. Hopefully you'll win today. If you don't win, just keep wearing it, and then we'll screw. Hey, the brim of the hat. What do we do here? It's a little bit of a curve here. Is it just straight? What do you guys do?
Mine are normally straight, but JJ,
okay, just straight.
JJ likes to go both ways, so he curves his.
I switch it up. I have both. I switch
really?
it up.
Now, how far would you ever go with this full
I wouldn't go
90s
more.
curve?
I wouldn't go more.
Okay,
yeah,
why?
I don't do it either.
It's just not cool.
It's like you go more. It makes it seem like you like play sports, and I really don't. So you just keep it. You just keep it where you don't look like an asshole.
Yeah.
Yes, Sean Thompson. Jean shorts are called jorts.
Yeah.
The J plus the ORTS
goes well with a wife beater. You're right, Bill. He should wear that white shirt.
See,
the white beater and his chains. That's what he's wearing later to the party.
Bill knows swag. My man
I
William.
mean, seriously, dude. That is pretty Italian. Like that's Jersey Shore shit right there.
Yeah.
The cross, the other chain. How many chains you got on? 2? That's not enough.
Just 2. It's always
any
2.
rings?
No rings.
Foreskin? So anyways, make sure you check out Run Pure Bets, runpurebets.com. It's a wonderful site. Check out the sports side too, DFS, where our boy Uncle T gives out winners. His core is out there today, so that's wonderful to see. Everybody have a wonderful time. It's great to be with you boys. Yes, Uncle Dunkle, you could try and make some time for me this week. JoeyWerk, if you really want to, that's fine. I don't know what 9 Gold Glives is, but Vegas Bruce, I think you're onto something here. We got a ton of best bets. The huge whale cock play of the day. I heard Allie was even in here earlier today, so thank you for gracing us with your presence, young lady. JJ, you're usually the one to take us out, though. Hopefully you have more things to say, because I just don't want to go yet. I have to go to the grocery store.
Everybody gamble responsibly, stay safe, and run pure. We'll see you next week.